Hello everyone, this is EZmode's Raging Poo, and I'm going to be bringing you another Marine Arena Masters! And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have TryHrd's Relic, and LOL's ImNotGrayson. Who would have known they're always in the bottom left-hand corner? LOL's Dark Templar, and EZmode AeReN top left-hand side. Top right, we're going to have LOL's Ice with TryHrd's MasterMind, and in the bottom right-hand corner, we have WWSKD Amateur and LOL's Victor, and already shaping up to be elite heavy matchup. Look at this, we have one Ghost coming from ImNotGrayson, two Reapers for EZmode's AeReN, and even a DT, wow, a DT coming out for Dark Templar's Zeratul. That's funny, a Dark Templar getting a Dark Templar. Who would have thought? And a Ghost coming out for Ice, three Reapers, unbelievable, for MasterMind, and a Corruptor coming out for Victor, bottom right. And just looking at the units real quick, looks like we have that double Marauder again. Marauder is just it's being used so much so far, and it must just be working out for bottom left because they really seem to favor it, and or they just possibly they're just experimenting with it to see how it goes. It looks like that Ghost was doing a little bit of damage to the Zeratul, not going to be enough to really kill it though. Kind of just scared it away. Relic getting two Vikings. Is he gonna go three? He's been really favoring Vikings each and every game, so we could see it possibly this game again, where he's just going Viking heavy, maybe even Corruptor heavy. Two Reapers coming out for top left, bottom right. It looks like there is a Ghost for Ice, and whoa, Amateur coming out with the Duskwing. It's already at 2 kills, able to push MasterMind back a little bit, and with that Ghost on the high ground, a little bit out of position. He could be careful, because the Ghost coming out for Grayson could do some damage to it. And Relic able to kill AeReN's Reaper, and oh my gosh, Dark Templar really upset about that. And I think that's just because it seems like top left has been kind of a feed corner. It's kind of the bad corner. You guys got the bad corner. And oh no, I was set to observer. Was not set to referee, so only observers are going to be able to see this, so nobody even knows what I'm saying in chat. That's kind of making me a sad ragey. But that's okay, I'm sure they know it. They probably feel it, especially since they have that little bit of bad luck early, and they're going to be stuck at 600 points, while Relic jumps up to 7,763. I guess I'm just used to saying thousands so much from the last game because they got so much money. Actually, top right got crazy amounts of money. Relic did very, very good early on in the game. In fact, MasterMind deciding to go very good too. He's just about in the lead. Relic's still taking that overall lead. And oh no, the lag is coming in very heavy. Just 1 second, guys. So I just wanted to check and make sure that I wasn't, lagging or anything like that. Sometimes I can play the video through Twitch, but nope. Actually, oh no. Oh, sorry, no, it's a new one. Game ended in like 22 minutes. Scary fast. I mean, it ended very, very quickly. So spoiler alert, but this one isn't even going to come out until the day, or it's going to come out a day after the last one. So it's not going to be any spoiler, but if you did happen to not watch that last one, sorry, spoiler alerts. Looks like top right did win that, and they ended it in very, very quick fashion. And look at this, there's so much back and forth going on. It looks like bottom right is fighting off Grayson, Grayson fighting off top left at the same time too, and top right. And they backed out for now. It looks like top left fighting with top right. It looks like Ice going toe-to-toe with Dark Templar. And a lot of flashbangs going down on these units. In fact, both of them are in a bad position because Relic is killing both of them off, and it looks like the Reaper's trying to do some damage to the Viking. They didn't really do a whole lot of damage, though, did they? Guardian Shield going down for MasterMind, and it was quickly taken out. Looks like it was actually focused by Relic and possibly Grayson. I think Grayson, though, is controlling all these units while Relic still controls the elites like they did last game. So that was all Grayson, guys, all day long. And this Dark Templar has nothing to do because that's so much supply in the middle, and he doesn't want to risk losing that. In fact, MasterMind killing AeReN's Reaper yet again, and so, oh my gosh, Relic now at 1,300 minerals, oh my gosh. where top right's Ice and MasterMind aren't doing too shabby themselves. It looks like, again, top left and bottom right are just not doing that well. It's pretty much been Relic, Grayson, and Ice and MasterMind each and every time, and like I said, they need to change their name to Clan Ice and Clan Fire, because they're seriously, both of them are just, they're on fire right now. And I want to see them get changed. In fact, I want to see Ice change his clan name to Ice, like I said last game, so I can call him Ice Ice Baby. I totally want to do it. Definitely bringing back some of the, what was his name? Vanilla Ice. That's right. I want to hear Vanilla Ice come back one more time. In fact, wouldn't that be funny, guys, if at some point I could get Vanilla Ice to come onto the stream? I don't know if that will ever happen, but that would be hilarious if he did a little bit of shoutcasting for you guys. I would just love it. Look at all the back and forth going on. Grayson actually fighting on a lot of fronts, and this could be a little bit too much for him, as Victor does come up from the bottom side and picks off quite a few units. But is it going to be enough? Because Relic and Grayson still have a huge supply left. 400 and... let me click on something different. It's pretty much just all Relic. There's Grayson. 372. So they have about 600 supply total stuck in that mid. And they're not going anywhere for quite some time, dealing tons of damage. Up to 1736. Grayson at 1340. Unbelievable. And how many kills does this Duskwing have, actually? It's only 41. That is not enough. And that could be the problem here, is that Amateur is just not doing enough damage with that Duskwing. Probably just too afraid of those Vikings. Look at the Vikings just rolling around like a boss. Now, if you were watching the European stream, you can see that you can buy like 4 Vikings in an instant. Purchasing the units there is crazy, and sometimes you can get some clutch kills. There was a BC right here in middle, and one of the players is actually, his name was Pro Z, and he picked up like 4 or 5. I mean, almost like instantly. And SMP and I'm saying, "Boo, you unblocked me." Streaming now, though, sir. All right, thank you. I do appreciate that. So there we go. Yes, if you can, I know you guys want to whisper me during game, but unfortunately I cannot stop it. Like, for whatever reason, this works in the ladder, but for some reason it just refuses to work in custom games. I really wish Blizzard would put a little bit more attention to that, because while I do like the whispers, guys, for the most part, I can't be distracted too much. Otherwise I'm going to get off on weird tangents like I'm doing right now. I'm not even talking about the game. And that's because most of you guys can just see it at home. You don't even need me to talk right now. You can pretty much see that Relic is just going absolutely crazy. But Victor is coming from the bottom right side. He did make it up to the middle and is able to push Relic and Grayson back. In fact, backed up by Amateur. I think Amateur probably could have swung around the bottom side and got a nice surround, but nope. Instead, both of them deciding to go up top, and I think actually Relic and Grayson had the superior concave, except that this Duskwing is here, and it's doing massive amount of damage. There we go. The Ghost trying to come in and deal a little bit of damage, but the scan does go down, and Grayson decided to back out from there. And just want to look at the ups right now for Grayson. It looks like he's got 4 attack ups. Look at that damage. 107 from that Ghost Rifle. That's very powerful. That's going to take out the Duskwing in just a few hits. And especially if that Dark Templar decides to put down a Void Prison on it. And maybe they could do a little bit of teamwork. Early Marauders coming out for MasterMind. And we saw this last game. I think Marauders are kind of making a comeback. I don't know if they were recently buffed or what. I think the Marauders were changed. I don't know how significant it was, but it seems to have grabbed some of the pros' attention. So if you're following at home, guys, maybe going for these Marauders is going to be the right thing. If you're in anywhere near the European server, you're pretty much going to go Marauders. Did you guys seriously catch that game? That was so many Marauders. And Amateur able to kill off Grayson's unit. Guys, if you haven't checked out the European streams yet, I do have them uploaded on youtube.com/RageSauce. Go check it out, but if you're already there watching this video, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what's up. But definitely watch the European stream. I mean, it's crazy. Everybody goes Marauder. It's crazy. And then what they did was they created the exact same unit called the Maranger. It's just a different upgrade. You can basically get Marauders, and you can upgrade, or I'm sorry, Marauders. You can upgrade them to either Marauder or Maranger, and the Marangers counter the Marauders. Like they had to make a counter for the unit because it was used so much. We're getting a little bit of lag from Dark Templar. And, ooh, this could be trouble for him as he did lag. He did blink in. The scan goes down, and uh-oh, his army is kind of trapping him. But he was able to escape. Relic killing another, like, seriously, another one of AeReN's Reapers gone down. This is like 3 Reapers so far. And AeReN is just in a slew of bad luck. He's down a little bit. He's at 1855. I've seen AeReN be unbelievably crazy, really good at his micro. But I think top left just... There's some sort of feed corner pandemic going around, and you need to let everybody know that if you are stuck at top left, you're going to be a feed corner. The pros have shown it to you here each and every game. Top left just does not do very good. In fact, bottom right seems to be always beaten up as well. So if you can, please get on Team 1 or Team 3. Holy cow. Because Team 2 and 4 just does not work out at all. And look at this Relic on the high ground. He's doing a little bit of damage. But he's afraid probably that he says stream ain't working. Pretty sure that it is. I am streaming right now. And guys, let me know, is stream working? I haven't gotten any notifications about it stream working, right? Make sure that it is twitch.tv/RageyPoo. Not RageryPoo, RageyPoo. There we go. Because I'm pretty sure it's working for me. I'm going to press play real quick and see if it is coming through. And it's loading the video right now. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. The stream is working just fine. So it must just be an SMPM problem. So, not really quite sure. He says, it looks like it, smells like it, so it must be working. But yeah, we get it. So thank you, You Don't Lift, for letting me know that the stream is fine. This is the one and only times that I really do appreciate when something's going on. And I can't talk in all chat to let them know that Dark Templar is just lagging like crazy. And SMPM saying is your channel. I'm not sure what that meant. But sorry about this, guys. I got super distracted in the game, and this seems to be happening a lot recently. Maybe I'm spreading myself just a little bit too thin, broadcasting the EU streams as well as your guys' streams. I don't think so, though. I think it's just a matter of there was a little bit of technicalities, but we have fixed it. We're right back on track. And you know what's not on track? Getting Brutalists. Who gets Brutalists anymore? This is crazy. I really want to see how Amateur fares with these Brutalists, because they do not do very well. I've never seen Brutalists do very well. But if he can manage to pull it off in this, more power to him. Let me tell you. So a corruption does go down on the units. It looks like Amateur coming in with the Duskwing. The Duskwing's still very low on points, and seriously, this is lag central. This is laggy like crazy. And see, I wish I could see, there it is, it's Dark Templar. Well, I wish I could tell you that Dark Templar is lagging like crazy. There we go, finally they know. And it's not me, guys. I have been set to observer mode, and that is no bueno. Someone must be playing on his phone. I don't know if anybody can even play on their phone. If you could play StarCraft on your phone, would you guys even do it? I don't even think you would do it. Like, ladder would be impossible to play on your phone unless you could hook up a mouse to it in some way, a mouse and keyboard, and just look with that tiny screen. But let me know in the comment section if you could play on a phone, if you could play StarCraft on a phone, and it still somehow looked okay. Like, if even though all the units would be incredibly tiny, if you could still somehow play, or unless maybe in the future somehow they're able to make it to where phones have just a bigger display or even projects the screen, would you play on your phone? Would phones even be strong enough to play this game? Let me know what you guys feel. Let's say in about 5 years. In 5 years, do you think you will be able to play StarCraft on your phone? I think so. Considering the way that phones have been going recently, I think they could definitely figure out a way. They have been working on using them as kind of like projectors, and if they can bump up the ability to use graphics without using a whole lot of power, you could probably plug it in, have very high graphics without it burning a hole through your phone. I imagine that high of graphics would burn a hole. I mean, nobody would be able to play on these amount of graphics, at least for some time, until they can figure out that graphics would be a lot more efficient. Then it probably wouldn't be a good idea to play on your phone. But let me know if you guys would do it. I think I would. Yeah, I probably would. And you know what else I would do? I would get this huge buildup of Ice's units. Unbelievable. Is he going to get a Medibabe? He doesn't have a Medibabe yet. It looks like he's relying on the middle to heal himself, but really if he got a Medibabe, that would just be incredible. He might even do it right here. He's, I think he's saving up money to attack so far from the Mutalisk. And, sorry, I was reading the chat. It looks like Dark Templar saying that he might leave. And MasterMind saying, you know what, don't even join anymore. And that's really sad. He played in last game, guys. I mean, at least give him that. It's just that Relic and Ice, you're so good. Quit being so good, and you wouldn't even have this problem. But unfortunately, you do, and there you go. In fact, MasterMind going in, punishing Templar and Relic. It looks like, oh, the Mutas are coming in. They could be trying to force a save, and the save does not go down. In fact, Ice moving in again with the Mutalisk. Nope, he is going to back out. And you know what? If he could have got a Void Prison out and used a Savior at the same time, all of those Mutalisks could have been taken right out. And see how easy these Brutalists are? Look at that big pile. It's completely gone. Amateur not getting any money from those Brutalists. And personally, I don't think you should ever do it. If you guys decide to go with Brutalists at all, you need to make sure that you get that early upgrade. It looks like he doesn't have all the armor-piercing spines yet. He did get the glaive, though. I don't know if that comes on default, if there was, if there happened to be a buff or something like that to the units where you get them early on, that would make them better. But there is a glaive ability, so you can get that. I think that's the 400 upgrade. So no, it wouldn't come standard. What am I even thinking about, Raging Poo? This is crazy. So yeah, he did get the glaive ability, which is going to help them quite a bit as it does turn them into splash damage. But I mean, look at this. Their damage is fairly weak. That's 19 damage, even with the glaive ability. Their specialty is the fact that they're super high hit points. And while I tend to think that, yeah, they are a little bit higher than average. I mean, 434 hit points, that's quite a bit. But really, it's not that good when you're only doing 19 damage. And Grayson using a save there, but he didn't get anything. Look at this. There's absolutely no bodies there. The only thing that you can see is this infested Terran smack on its face. And what happened? Is that throw up? Or, I mean, he must have just had a little accident there. Let's see if we can zoom in on that just a little bit. That is disgusting. Look at it hover over, though. You can definitely tell that that's like, it looks like a Photoshop graphic guy. And that is just insane. I love it. How would you throw up silver stuff? And maybe what he's shooting out is like mercury or something. It's heated up very fast, and maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's what the animation is. It's superheated mercury. What do you guys think? I think it could be. It's definitely a laser. And you know what would be funny is if when you clicked it, it said I'm a firing my laser, and that would be incredible. Oh my gosh! And then it cut off just like it does in the meme. I'm a firing my hole. That would be. Oh my gosh. I would love it. I would love it. And you'd only hear it like, I mean, realistically, how many saves do you hear go off? And you know what? Oh my gosh, that would be actually an incredible idea. Let's see if, well, obviously Relic is not watching this, but if you happen to be watching this on YouTube or on Twitch later on, I'm going to have a discussion with you, because really, if it was announced like that, that would be incredible. I would love that, but maybe not in the actual meme. Like obviously it could be a little bit different. Like almost what's that game? Unreal Tournament 2004. Do you guys remember the announcer, how he would go, holy shit, and oh no, I said a bad word, but whatever. And what's the APM at, Ragey? I can't show you guys, or I can't tell you because I've been set to spectator. So yes, I am streaming, guys, but I can't say anything in game because you set me to stupid spectator instead of referee. And that's costing me big time. I can't communicate, but okay, here's the APM tab. And now keep in mind, guys, the APM is time scale. So if you're watching at home and wondering how these players are able to play at 490 APM, take the average APM and divide it by 1.7. What I've been told is that 1.7 or even 1.9 is about the actual time scale difference. And the reason why they did that is so that these units so that the units slowed down. If you ever watch the European streams, you'll see that the units in production comes out extremely fast. The units move very fast. The map is very small. The gameplay overall is very fast. But in this game, it's a lot more slowed down. There's less units, and I actually prefer it this way, but the only way they could get it like that is by time scaling it. That is going to be removed in the HOTS edition, and I don't know how long that's going to be. It's probably not going to come out until summer 2014, guys. So, yeah, I can't really comment on that because I don't know. What I can say is that Dark Templar decided to go with Mutalisks as well, and I don't think they're just going to be as strong, anywhere near as strong as Ice's, so this could be a bad move actually on Dark Templar. If he would have got the Mutalisks out early, maybe did some damage, it could have been something, but no, this is just going to be total feed now. And I think that each unit feeds like 12 gold each, so whoever this decides to feed is going to be huge. And I love that Vikings can hit Colossus as it counts as air. That is incredible. So we do have a Colossus coming out for bottom right. And look at, Ice could come in at any moment and just deal so much damage to that Colossus. I actually fear for that Colossus's life right now, because this is insane. Yeah, Ice is going to be able to do massive, massive damage, especially if he gets an Overseer. He does have a Ghost, though, and that Ghost probably isn't going to be very effective. It's probably going to be sniped off. See, look at this, Ice coming in, and boom! It goes down very, very quickly. And Victor is just left with absolutely nothing. In fact, bottom right, what are you guys going to do? Oh, I know. You're going to feed straight to Ice, and that's exactly how he's getting his money, because I just hate Brutalists. When are they ever good? Which is such a shame. They move slow, they're clunky. I don't even know if they can walk through force fields, so it's just my personal preference, guys. Don't get Brutalists. Don't get Brutalists. You're going to instantly lose. And I don't think it's just because, you know, there wasn't enough micro there or whatever. I think it's just because the unit just plain sucks. So let me know what you guys think. If you think that the Brutalisk is good or not, if it might need a buff, let me know. There was a time when Brutalists were incredibly strong, and that was changed, and perhaps that's why they're incredibly weak now. I just don't see them as viable at all. They're really slow, dinky unit. Yeah, they're beefy in hit points, but so the only thing that I could see them even anywhere good is if you have high damage units behind the Brutalists. So really, I almost feel like the Brutalists are just nothing but cannon fodder. So unfortunately, though, they're so clunky, they're so big that you can't really take advantage. I mean, how are you going to get behind a Brutalist when, look at their hitbox is so huge, they're just clunky. Look at them. They can't even decide what to do. And look, they're taking this supply right here, this 500 supply, 600 supply, is taking up this whole area. They move unbelievably slow that nobody can get around it. And look at this. I mean, this is great if you need to occupy choke points, because these units, they definitely do that. And oh no, all of his supply is going to go down so far. 490, 450, 434, and yep, just keep going down, man. Just keep going down, because those Brutalists are fail. Fail, fail, fail. I hate Brutalists. Sorry about this, guys, but I'm gonna let you know, just for a quick, teeny tiny second, that I don't like them. But what I do like is the Corruptor's coming out. 5 attack. It does do 76 damage. It looks like he did get the upgrade. What is it? All for one? Or no, that's not all for one. I'm thinking 3 Musketeers. United we fall and united we stand. Don't know which one is the first one. I'm gonna have to use this at some point, guys. I know each and every game I say that I'm gonna do that, but really, I haven't yet, because I don't use them ever. So, yep. I'm gonna have to say it's probably United we stand is the first one, and then I mean, I would hope that that's the first one, and then United we fall is the second one, because isn't that how the saying goes? I think it is. United we stand, united we fall. Powerful words. Who came up with those words? I don't even know. Look it up for me, guys, right now, in the Twitch TV channel. Look it up for me and let me know. Whisper it to me. I want to know who came up with that quote. Who was ballsy enough to sit there and go, you know what, guys? I'm going to talk to you for just a second. Epic words, blah, 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 and then at the end of it, united we stand, united we fall. I miss those times. Do you really think that back in the day, people used to talk like that? Have you ever seen, like, whenever they portray old movies, it's always like that, where people have incredible diction, and they say very moving, powerful things. I almost feel like English nowadays is not very powerful, not very moving. We have a lot of slang. We have a lot of just kind of basic language. I think we're intelligent, but I really feel like back in the day, everybody spoke with a purpose. Even if you were uneducated, it almost feels like people spoke with a purpose. And do I feel like people do that today? Yeah, but I almost feel like people just speak rather than speaking with a purpose. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments or send me a whisper. I don't mind engaging with you guys right here in the game. What you feel. How do you feel about that? What I do feel, though, is that Ice and MasterMind are doing crazy. And wait a minute. For once, MasterMind is actually ahead. How is this even possible? And Spider-Man is saying, hey, just let you know, it's united we stand, divided we fall. Interesting. So, am I just saying this wrong? Wait a minute. The quote... Ooh, the quote or the upgrades? Oh, that's right. It is the quote. United we stand, divided we fall. Right. What am I even thinking? So that is the quote. What was I saying? United we stand, united we fall? Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense. Whoops. Haha. Thank you for correcting me, that Spider Venom. Oh god, I love it. Spider Venom! Thank you very much. Appreciate you correcting me. Thank you. My ignorance has shown, fellas. My bad. But we got it corrected. Divided we... What is it? Divided we stand, united we crash? It's something like that? I'm just kidding with you guys. So, united we stand, divided we fall. That's right. And who said that? Is that like George Washington or something like that? Was it like Perry Ford or something like that? Like Henry Ford? Mr. Garrison from South Park? Somebody said it. Huh. In fact, thinking about it, guys, have you even seen the preview right now for the Stick of Truth from South Park? If you haven't seen that, go over to YouTube right now. Check it out. So there's a video out with like 13 minutes of footage from the Stick of Truth, and the graphics are incredible. Do not do it until this stream is over, but seriously, what the hell kind of yell was that? Now you got me doing that face. I don't even know what your face is, but seriously, when I was doing Zealot Hockey, that's all I said. I would nonstop just be like, "Goal! Spider Venom!" every single time, and I loved doing it. It just made me feel good. And you know what the inspiration is? Do you guys remember Mutant League Football? I think that's what it was. Or was it, it was a StarCraft game, Rock and Roll Racing. Do you remember the announcer? The announcer was crazy for that game. Yes, I'm speaking about all sorts of different games, but I'm pretty sure nostalgia is going to set in for you guys. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't already, go look at the footage. I think it's Rock and Roll Racing. StarCraft actually created that game. It was a Super Nintendo game. I think it released for the Sega, but I almost feel like the Super Nintendo had better sound. One of them had better sound. And there was one of them that I definitely played all the time. The other one was not so much. Not so much at all, but that game was incredible. What was the other game that I said? I completely forgot. Rock and Roll Racing and... Oh yeah, Mutant League Football. So it might not have been Mutant League Football. I feel like they did announce something, but I think it was the announcer for Rock and Roll Racing. I think that's what it was. And they had, I mean, it was actually incredible graphics considering for the time. Oh, Void Prism goes down on these Corruptors, and wow, actually one of them goes down. Ice didn't lose anything from that, so wow, able to do a lot of damage from that. So let's get back on topic, guys. You don't even want to know what's going on with these units. I want to talk about Rock and Roll Racing. So the game was very unique. The tracks were big. There was lots of different things you could do on the tracks, and you could get power-ups. You could lay mines and stuff like that, do damage. It was kind of an RC Pro-Am. You guys remember that for Nintendo? It was basically RC Pro-Am, only totally ramped up, and it had an excellent soundtrack. It was incredible. And if you haven't played it, like, I seriously encourage you guys to download it. If you happen to have an emulator, go buy it and definitely watch it and play it. It is incredible, and the announcer in it is insane. What did he used to say? There was famous quotes for it, but like the way he would talk is exactly like that Spider Venom. Blah 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 takes the lead, and it was hilarious to listen to because it's the craziest announcer voice. I'm gonna look up and see who that voice actor was who did the voice because I want to know if he did anything else. You know who else is a great voice actor? The guy from Dragon Ball Z. I think I've said this in another cast before, but the guy who does Goku, really, really good. I liked it. But I really kind of like the original Goku too. And I'm going to tell you this, I love the original Vegeta way more than the older Vegeta, and I think many of you guys will agree. There was something sinister about him rather than having that, oh, Kakarot, whatever, like this extremely low voice that Vegeta does. I just don't like it. I loved the old school, like, Kakarot! Like, he was hardcore, unbelievable! I loved it. Like, I don't know how the voice actor was able to do it, but it sounded so good. And, yes! Oh my god, oh my god. If you're watching the stream, that's exactly why it's lagging. Close it! I'm really happy, though, that you wanted to hear my voice and stuff like that. You could just be trolling. You might not even be watching the stream. But MasterMind saying, yes, you should. Guys, if you're ever playing in any of these games, do not watch my stream. Because if you're watching a stream as I'm streaming, it will lag the game so hard. Do not do it. Turn it off, please. It's just courteous for the players who are working their butts off, like MasterMind, who's at 11,921. Oh my gosh, and Dark Templar is saying, but no, I need something to do because this is boring. And you know what? You just need to play the game. Sorry, I'm just saying that out of love, because if you really do start to watch it, it's just going to mess up. Dark, I want you to view and I want you to tune in, but definitely not while you're playing. Really sad, though, about what's going on with Dark. I feel like he just kind of got the bad end here, as he did get the Mutalisk, but they just were not very effective, as Ice had his Mutalisk out way, way earlier. And now even coming out with the DT for the Void Prisms, and that's just, no thank you. And AeReN saying, hey, I finally got all the upgrades for my units. Hi, guys! And he does at least have that defensive matrix. Let's see if he decides to micro it. I mean, it's kind of a little too late here, as AeReN's at 4,698, Dark Templar 5,565. And really, top left and bottom right, just... wouldn't you know, not doing very good. A Savior does go down, and wow, it's... look at this. It just sat there, and then it died, and it landed right on its face. And then it died. And does it even shit itself or something? It almost looks like it... excuse my language, guys, but seriously, it looks like it just took a little big dump before it died. You see those like little shavings right there? It totally look like little Savior turds. And that's exactly what we could have been seeing. I don't know if that's a design flaw, or if that's pure genius in the design. I love it. Absolutely love it. And wow, look at this. That kind of makes me hungry. I want my Bruta back, Bruta back, Bruta back, Bruta back, Bruta back, ribs. Bruta, baby back, ribs. Force field going down on top left. So, ooh, at least we do have some defensive towers. We have some anti-unit towers, which is a good idea from AeReN. As more than likely, because they are feed corners, the only thing really that they can do is just pick up some money as people try to come in and do some damage to them. And how is Ice, with those Corruptors dealing so much damage, able to survive? And ooh, did he just lose one? I know that one of them is very low on hit points. He does have 5 total. And the Amateur coming in, and he's just not going to be able to do it. Nope. Just not going to. I think he's losing way more than he's actually killing. And he's pretty much just feeding his army. Look at this, 280, just walking in. Void Prison's going down, and there they go, quietly just turning into a big, delicious lump of baby back ribs, Brutalisk ribs, delicious. Let me have some Brutalisk ribs. And I don't know what the 30% reduction. What is he talking about right now? I guess the splash and the reduction altogether, I mean, I guess that is 30% reduction, but it's only 15 per, so I don't really know what he's talking about. And down goes Dark Templar Zeratul. The Dark Templar was killed for Dark Templar. That's gonna suck. And I don't know what they're talking about here. Just changing some buffs and changing some things around with the units, which is probably a good idea. I don't really think that AeReN is OP, though. I mean, if you look at this, MasterMind didn't go AeReN, and he's doing just fine. 11 attack, 2 armor, 366 hit points for the Marauders. And look at this, even 11 attack for these Reapers. And I think he must have got United We Stand, because seriously, Like, look at the hit points, 1,050. And, oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage to the buildings. The D8 charge does do damage to structures. And not bad for the rifle. 34 damage, 68 versus Heroic. That's actually huge with an 8 range. Unbelievable. And Ice actually goes straight in. And how is he able to avoid the Savior? Oh, well, I guess top left doesn't even have a save. And there goes the base defenses, and we could just see the CC go down right here. Void Prison does go down. And, yep. It looks like Templar saying, death to easy mode. And yeah, he pretty much just got set to easy mode, unfortunately. AeReN, your first person to be killed here. And you know what? Dark Templar is not going to be that far behind. And Grayson saying, hey, no, I want to get in on this. But they could be blindsided by MasterMind, and sure enough they are. I think, though, that Relic has the better concave. Will he be able to do more damage? He's actually doing significant amount of damage, trying to keep Ice at bay with these Corruptors. Ice didn't, I mean, he took a lot of damage, but he didn't lose a single Muta. And down goes all those units. And see, this is where, I mean, the Corruptors are good, but it could be very tricky. MasterMind using a save. What did he use this on? Oh, Victor was able to get into the base. And what did he do damage to? I mean, why was it so scary enough that he had to use a save? That was definitely interesting, and deciding to go with base defenses. See, look at this. MasterMind, unbelievable. I love this. He uses a save. And I wish I could say this in all chat, but I can't. But oh my god. Set your streams to easy mode, guys. Seriously, this is hilarious. Unbelievable. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you haven't gone over to marinearena.info, I posted up like a whole slew of new t-shirt ideas, actually. I want to start at least something where if you guys like the channel and you like the design, you can buy t-shirts. We're going to have that up pretty soon. But I have some ideas, and they're really, really funny. Like, one of them is Nerf BCs. The other one is I Got Grayson Blinked. One of them is, like, it's you got to picture a bottle that's, it's a hot sauce bottle that has X's in its eyes because it was hurt. Or killed, I guess you could say. And one of them says Sassin Blinked. So the bottle died because he was Sassin Blinked. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, you're not a fan of the channel. You need to watch my videos, and we need to see Sassin more, actually, on this. Sassin is crazy. He will blink right in. And you know what? I even need to make one for Skygrabber, because Skygrabber does the same thing. He will go and rush right in with his units, except what Sassin will do is he will blink with his units, and all the units that he blinks with will totally die. There's one that says, I Got Grayson Blinked, which if you don't know what that is, again, you're just not a fan. I'm sorry, but I will explain it to you here. That's where Grayson does a blink on you, and Grayson completely kills all of your supply, because he's just that darn good. Whatever Grayson says is gold. And there's even one that says Rainer OP. RR Rainer, sorry, because I think there was a post that said something like Rainer is OP. So I thought that was kind of funny, so I made one of that. The other one that I kind of like, in SNPM, if you're watching, it says SNPM Little Boy Big Arena. And if you don't know what that is, I was actually playing with William Kim. And what was it? Have you ever seen the movie? There was a new movie that came about just recently, and it's called In a World. And I got so hooked into it because if I had a better microphone, I'd totally do it. But or not even with a better microphone. I can do it with this, but it sounds kind of weird. But basically, what you do is you get that low voice and you go, in a world, blah, blah, blah. And what I did was eventually I went something to the effect of one boy stuck in an arena. SNPM is Little Boy Big Arena. Or something like that. And it was hilarious at the time. And so I made a little shirt that, or not a shirt, but a design that says SNPM Little Boy Big Arena, and I think it's hilarious. He actually really enjoyed it. So SNPM, if you're watching the stream right now, salute to you, and go buy that t-shirt for sure. We're gonna have something eventually on the channel so that you can order custom t-shirts, mugs, different things like that. It's gonna be great, guys. I definitely want the channel to grow, and I want your support. And if you guys like the channel enough to do that, I really appreciate it. If you guys think it's dumb, I totally get it. That's fine. But, you know, eventually, the channel might pick up. People might be really interested. And you know what? I want some attention to come to you guys. And so I want to get your quotes. I want to get the funny out, and I want you guys to be known for some of the funny stuff that you do, because a lot of my enjoyment comes from hanging out with you guys. Like I love it. I love the personalities. Each personality is different. You know what I hate though? You guys will talk about random crap on Skype, and if you ask anybody for anything, they'll completely ignore you. So that's the one thing I can say that these guys could change on. But other than that, I wouldn't change it for the world. Because I love this. I love the different personalities that end up coming out in the game. And I love that Ice and MasterMind are just going so crazy. This is insane. There's also 2 of them. Okay, there's 2 more, actually 3 more designs that will be coming out pretty soon for shirt ideas. I don't want to reveal them yet. I want you to be able to read them, but one of them involves Relic. One of them involves Spider Venom. And the other one, I don't remember who I came up with the idea for. But they're going to be pretty good. Just watch, guys. I think it was Ice. Oh, I did come up with one for Ice. Actually, Grayson kind of inspired me with the idea. So just wait on that. So it looks like bottom left is going to be taken out. Top left is also taken out as well. And I really think that MasterMind and Ice is going to win this. I mean, how would they not? Oh, that's because bottom right has left too. And Ice saying, join clan LOL. It should be changed to Ice. I want it to be Ice... Ice, and then Baby. I want Ice to change his name to Ice Baby, so it could be Ice Ice Baby. Please do that. If you're watching this, listen to what I'm saying. It's just, you just have to. You just have to. Much respect to Vanilla Ice, especially. I mean, come on, like, to be big in the 80s actually took a lot of guts, and everybody rags on him, but really, when you do a movie for Ninja Turtles 2, you're gold. That's how I feel. I feel like you won it. I mean, in fact, Bobby Brown did one for Ghostbusters. He has an excellent track. What is it? On Our Own? Is that the name of it? It's Bobby Brown. That's all I know. And you know the song. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. You call it Ghostbusters because they in control. You know the song. Go listen to it. It's so good. Oh, long, yeah. So go listen to it. Your victory here tonight is going to be LOL's Ice and TryHrd's MasterMind. And so a lot of the footage was lulled just with a bunch of random stuff that I wanted to talk about. But you know what, guys? I bet you're tired of just hearing exactly what's going on in the field, and maybe you just wanted to hear a little bit of ragey. I hope I entertained you. This has been my broadcast, and I want to remind you guys to set your opponents to easy mode. I'll see you guys next time.